Hey y'all. Now you know this one right here, what I'm about to talk about is so funny. That doggone Anthony and Amber went to counseling, right? So they was asking how things are going since the last session. So Amber says, well, you know, excuse me. She said, well, you know, Anthony sent me flowers. And she said, oh, that's a good thing. She said, I thought it was too. And, you know, it made me feel fuzzy and you know, nice and fuzzy on the inside for at least 2-3 seconds until his mother-in-law, he kept saying, that is not my mother-in-law. She said, oh, for sure it is your mother-in-law. Came to my house and called herself trying to check me about her daughter. And he was like, I didn't know anything about it. She said, but you allow these things to happen. Because if you didn't, they wouldn't come. She said, I've been having, you know, I'm so sick and tired of his mother-in-law, his baby mama. I was sick and tired of all of them bothering me, you know. And my reason for being here in counseling is to convince him to go ahead on and sign the papers so we can get this over with. He looking crazy over there. So she said, I see that it's a lot of, you know, bitter, you know, whatever she said, bitterness basically in it. And she was like, yes, because I'm tired of him. And he said, I had no idea that she was coming. She came to the house to do that. And he said, then he come to check me about telling her that he gave me flowers. So what was the point of doing it? So she was like, so they was like, okay, so we see that these three are issue in the situation. He told me, we're here to try to salvage our marriage. She said, oh, are we really? Are we really? So he said, okay, I see those three are an issue. She said, and so the business partner is a factor in it too. And she said, he has nothing to do with this. That's long ago. So here come Anthony with that sorrow personality. Well, she asked him how is him and Wayne. He said, you know, we have a good business relationship and we're okay. So she asked Amber when she was dealing with him, did she ever loved Wayne? So she hesitated. Here come Anthony. Can you just give me a second? Boy, all of that was game. Like he was hurt and he had to get up and leave out of the room. Boy, you wasn't hurt behind that. It wasn't nothing that hurt you right then and there. You had to try to make Amber feel like that hurt your feelings for her to even hesitate. But what you expect? What you expect? You know? You doing all kind of stuff to this woman. You know, yeah, she did mess over you, and that's true. But look what you've done. And before y'all got married, what was the girl name that claimed that her baby was his and ended up not being his? Yeah. A lot of people keep forgetting about that. And that was before they got married. So, you know, what else I was thinking about? So he tried to play the I'm hurt role. So I know that when he come back in, she gonna be feeling bad about that because now he done walked out. Boy, that boy know he got so much game till it's unreal. I wish Amber go ahead on, get this divorce, get this mess over with, and they can go about their life. He can be with Shayla, and Amber can be with who she chooses to be with, because it's getting old. It's getting really old. Country Wayne, come on, wrap this up, because this is, you know, I know it's a good topic to talk about because it's getting on everybody's nerves, but people still are talking about it. But yeah, wrap it up. Come on, wrap it up. Let me know what y'all think.